Welcome to Brain Wreck. I'm Jason X.
And I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the best show on the internet.
Hey, we're back. We're beating the heat, as they say. Wait, is it beating the heat? Is that what they do?
No, that's beating your meat.
Beating your meat. Well, we're beating our meat in this heat because it's fucking hot out. It's sweltering, scorching. Not scorching the meat though. Getting it nice and juicy and brown on one side, so you got the grill marks, and then flipping it over and putting some seasoning on it and just like rubbing it all in there. Just getting it all rubbed in, making that meat glisten and that hot, smoky sun. Trying to not set your garage on fire because it's a brand new grill and you've never used it before, but staying safe, beating your meat safely, and then serving it, buns and all.
Are you a toasted bun guy?
You know what? I don't know if I am anymore.
No, not anymore.
I fucked up. Which I feel like is a common trope on this show. I fucked up. We made some meatballs over the weekend.
Okay.
So we had a bunch of meat. And we had no dinner plan, so we were like, let's make meatballs. And we made meatballs. And then we had leftover meatballs. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make us some goddamn meatball subs.
Goddamn right you are.
So I went out. I got more sauce. I got some nice, artisan, if you can even call it. It was the grocery store bakery section that I got buns from.
Okay.
So, some nicer buns, for make it a little special evening. And I got some cheese to shred.
Yeah. Special evening, huh?
Yeah, man. What the fuck? It's a nice special evening with some meatball subs. Like, listen, I know how to wine and dine them, okay? We also had a little bit of wine. I think. Do we have?
Which, by the way,
what?
Because of you,
yeah,
we had to go down the wine section at the Sam's Club.
Oh yeah, get some of that Sam's Club wine.
And we were just walking down, and we're just like, "This is Kevin's aisle."
We had one of the worst bottles of wine ever from the Costco recently.
Try them all.
Oh, and I do need to point out, because I know I may have thrown some shade last week on the quality of wine that we had.
Okay.
Turns out it may not have been bad wine. It may have just been the way the wine was, in fact, made, and it just had some sugar cubes in it.
Oh.
I don't know. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to go bad right away or it's bad quality. It still did the job. But yeah, so I got some stuff for meatball subs, and I was like, gonna come home, heat up them balls, shred up this cheese. I did a 3 cheese shred.
A blend.
A little blend, a little Romano, a little Parmesan, a little mozzarella. Get in a bowl. Well, I kind of fucked up because I had so I had the tub for the grater, right? And Christy was like, "Do you want a bowl?" I'm like, "No, I got the tub." And then I filled up the tub. I was like, I need a bowl. So I got a small bowl, and I kept grating. And I was like, shit, I need a bigger bowl. If you're grating cheese, folks, always start with a bigger bowl. Because you're always
going to go smaller.
Well, I mean, you don't need to go smaller. But you're always going to grate more cheese than what you actually need. So think big with your cheese plans. So I was getting everything heated up, was getting everything going. I put the buns, I cut them up, I buttered them up, I seasoned them. Do a little garlic powder, a little kosher salt, some pepper, nice and buttery. I put them in the air fryer, and listen. The air fryer is a versatile tool. Okay, it's great. Put them in there, let them toast on light. Pulled them out. I was like, okay, hey, they're still a little doughy. I could probably go in, put them back in. Got everything ready. Pulled them out. They were a little bit too toasted. Fucked up.
Little well done.
A little too well done. A little crunchy, and I feel like is not, because like with a meatball sub especially, you really want the bread to conform around the meatball
Around the ball.
you know,
Yeah,
around the
want
ball.
a nice,
You
a nice,
just
secu-
really
nice,
hug
a
it.
nice secure fit.
Yeah, kind of like if this is the meatball, just something that can just just grab right onto it and just absorb it, just like absorb all of its essence and just like really
like a good pair of compression shorts.
yeah, like a good pair of compression shorts. That's what you want in your meatball sub.
That's right.
You know, it was still fine, but like it was a little, and plus like I cut my roll like kind of cockeyed, so there was like a big hole in the bottom.
So it's fucked from the beginning.
It was a mess. And I really just screwed the pooch on it. Which is why.
Can I throw some shade at the air fryer? By the way, I'm going to throw some shade because I came to a realization the other day. The air fryer is just a toaster oven. It's the same thing.
No,
it's the same thing.
No, it's more than that though. You have multiple settings.
But it's the same.
It's the same. I mean, it looks the same.
Mm-hmm.
But once you get on the inside of it,
she thought it tasted great. By the way,
well, she's obligated to support me in my
like a good pair of compression shorts.
like a good pair of compression shorts. That she is. I love you, babe. But I feel like the way to go is really you got to get a nice light touch on the bun. Don't go too toasted with it. You really want that inside bread where it, the part that's touching, all the innards of whatever sandwich or sub you're making or burger even. Like that's where you want to get just a nice light touch of toastiness on it. Where the outside, how dare you? I hold no obligation. Oh, fuck me.
Look at you.
Where like the outside is still a little nice and cool, and kind of soft so you can like really grab right onto it and hold it. But the inside's got a nice little toast, kind of absorb and toast up some of that butter and salt.
God damn, I'm hungry.
Yeah. I'm hungry too, but I'm fasting again, so.
Are you now?
Yeah, I'm doing my best.
Okay.
I'm trying so far this week. I think no. Okay, so yes, starting today, I'm back on the wagon.
Okay.
Last night it wasn't too bad. I had some rice over the kitchen sink at 9:45 at night.
That's not bad.
I was just listen. I was peckish.
You're carb loading before bed.
I mean, is there a better time? I don't think so.
There's lots of better times.
No,
like never's good.
Well, I mean, a little carb ain't gonna do you any wrong. But I have not been drinking this week.
Oh no.
No. So I'm trying to
get old sauce.
Not that we were overdoing it, but I feel like even with that, every now and then you kind of got to give yourself a little bit of a break.
Sure.
So I've been trying. I'm trying to be more conscious. Well, with my meals during the daytime, I'm eating Power Bowls now.
Okay.
Yeah. Making those for myself on a daily basis. Quite filling, I will say. And for those of you who are wondering what my Power Bowl is, it's a few scoops of almond peanut butter, a sliced up banana, and a little bit of granola.
Well done.
It's great.
Well done.
It's great.
I had a realization about how much peanut butter means to me the other day.
It should mean a lot.
I mean, it does.
Mm-hmm.
So, the wife's old fashioned. She likes herself a malt.
Yeah, malts are great.
She's a fan of the malt, and we recently found out they sell malt powder at the grocery store.
Yeah,
who knew? Yeah,
I didn't even know that existed.
Didn't either till we saw it and we found it. And
is
so
that
now
is that just
malts.
like when you just put a Whopper in like a food processor?
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
But
okay.
and they fucking charge you $7.50 for it, for God's sakes. But
oh, Jesus,
the price of food Like this economy, if we could.
Can we?
I mean, gas prices. My lord.
I
Plane tickets.
Plane tickets. You drive across the country is going to cost you just as much as a plane ticket.
There you go. So we found malt powder, and we got back to the house, and we start making malts. And, of course, your boy is lactose intolerant.
Which hasn't stopped you in the past, so I don't know why we bring that up.
No, it won't. For God's sakes, like, you got to live your life, okay?
Live your life according to you. If you're lactose intolerant and you want to have a glass of milk, damn it, have that glass of milk. Just
don't do that, but, like, if you got, like, if you're offered a milkshake, like, let's be honest.
Brother, you have texted me at 1 a.m. just like, I just made some bomb-ass cheese fries. The rules are just out of the, like, thrown out for you.
No, well, here's the thing. It's kind of like a match with Freddy. Like, you know what you're getting into when you get into it. So, like,
at least you're prepared.
At least you're prepared.
You're not being caught off guard. You know how to plan your next day, which is all that matters.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we make malts, and I'm just like, you know what? Like, I'm not a huge fan of malt. Like, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right.
It's great.
So a little peanut butter in there.
Ooh,
let's see what happens.
Fuck you. That sounds amazing. Where can I get malt powder?
Fuck around and find out.
Oh, I want to know.
And so I had myself a goddamn peanut butter malt and did it not exactly to the T taste exactly like you were just scooping out peanut butter cup filling after peanut butter cup filling directly into your mouth. It was magical.
Oh my God. I want this inside of me. How do I do this? Where do I get this?
It'll fill you up with something you need.
I am not on the right website. I just want... I wrote the wrong thing. That's why. What is malt powder? Oh, you can get this on Amazon. What?
Amazon is that the Publix here?
Okay.
Sure, is that the Ralph's?
Was this a premium dry malt powder? Is that what you were using?
Yes, and you have to find it in the canned milk section.
Okay,
that's where you'll find it.
This comes in a bag. Do you think that's safe?
I mean, ours came in like one of those non-dairy creamer shaker fucking gimmicks.
I feel like that's the way to go. Because all good things come out of a shaker bottle.
Goddamn right.
Yeah.
Goddamn right. Me too. We keep talking about food, Fenton. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I got mac and cheese in my fridge.
I thought you were fasting. What happened?
I am. I'm fasting. Listen, I'm drinking my water. We're fasting this week. We're not drinking alcohol until maybe Saturday, Friday. Not today. Not today. Not today. Not tomorrow. We'll see how tomorrow and Friday go, and that'll determine how the weekend goes.
Well, if it's as hot as it's been, you might want to crack yourself up in a cold one.
How is the heat for you? How are you doing down there?
It is hot,
brother.
Sir.
It is. It's hot out there.
It's hot out there, and I picked the wrong fucking week to start a garden.
You
Holy
did.
Fuck.
What are you doing with your life?
Well, see, like I go outside, right, and usually like I'm rocking this, but like usually I'll put the flaps down if I'm getting serious.
Oh, you go flaps down.
I go flaps down.
Good
like
for you.
I gotta protect myself.
Yeah,
you know. So I'll go flaps down, and we'll get out there and we set up the pop tent.
Ooh, okay.
near the work area because we're smart and we need a little shade. Get a long extension cord. Get one of those fans that like turns like this slowly. Cool you off type of thing. You set up yourself a cooling station. You know, you get the garden hose out, you put it on mist, and you just hold the handle down.
You got like a whole process going.
Well, I had to fucking finish this goddamn garden.
Yeah.
So I was out there day after day.
Okay.
This weekend in 95-degree fucking weather.
Dude, it's like I think every day for the past week it's been over 90 here. Which Listen, it gets hot in Austin. Like, I'm well aware of this. I moved here partially for that fact.
Right.
But it has been fucking hot. And it ain't letting up anytime soon.
No, we're just getting into summer.
Fenton, it's a budget plan. Grow your own food. It's much cheaper that way. I mean, yeah, you can grow a lot of things.
That's true.
Yeah. Help the environment. Grow things. Grow the things you consume.
We planted a pineapple.
You planted a pineapple? Just like a whole pineapple?
We planted. Okay, we got ourselves a pineapple.
You just bury a pineapple?
Well, no. I mean, kind of. Like, I don't know how it works.
Isn't the pineapple like the root of the tree, and then that's what that little bushy thing on top is? Is like it starts as the foot, and then it grows out?
What I've learned through this whole experience is I don't know fucking anything about plants. Nor do I really fucking care to be honest. Like, if we're being real about it, like, I really don't give a shit. Because, like, you plant them, and then...
Oh, wait, pineapples don't grow on trees. Pineapples grow on plants. A pineapple is a plant. Yes. A pineapple, it's basically a pineapple, but that's what a pineapple looks like? That is stupid.
In the wild, yeah. I got one in my garden. I could show you.
See, now this is a tree that looks like a pineapple. Now I'm all confused. They got trees that look like pineapples that look like trees, but apparently a pineapple grows in a bush. It's a shrub.
It's a shrub.
I think. I don't know. This is the extent of my plant knowledge.
We got ourselves a pineapple shrub.
Okay.
We got ourselves a banana tree.
Oh, we can grow your own bananas?
Yeah, we're growing our own bananas.
You should make your own peanut butter too, then.
Maybe. But a peanut butter banana mold.
Fuck me. Just jam it in.
No prep. Just go in.
Hey, here we are. By the way, subscribe to this channel, please. We're trying to grow and do more fun stuff. It's free for you to subscribe and tell your friends. Thank you.
That's right. So apparently banana trees are really invasive here.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so the guy when we bought... So we went back to our guy, Jeb.
Dude, which, by the way... TV timeout real quick. Let's talk about that fucking barrel.
Yeah.
Homie.
Yeah. Oh, no. That wasn't a barrel. That was a planter.
A planter is just a barrel cut in half, basically.
Well, didn't you get the joke?
He's planting beer.
No, it was Bush.
I thought it was Keystone.
I thought it was Bush.
You know what? For the sake of this, yes, it was Bush. So he was planting some bush.
He was planting some bush.
Which, use that phrase how you will.
He had probably a 30-gallon planter.
Jesus.
To the brim.
Homie.
With beer cans.
Homie likes to... Oh, yes, Fenton. And like the video as well. Because apparently that's how you grow on YouTube, is you need people to engage with your content. Homie, I feel like, is living his best Florida life right now.
Oh, yeah.
He likes the sun. He likes the warm weather. He likes plants. And he likes beer. He's doing everything. He's just living his life, selling plants and drinking beer.
Shit.
And he knows his shit.
Yeah.
I mean, what else are you going to do when you hang out in a trailer selling plants and drinking beer all day? You're going to learn about the plants. I mean he probably knows that pineapples grow in a shrub and not a tree. He's probably smart for that.
Yeah, he does. Knows more than me.
Knows more than me, and I've got a master's degree. He's probably a doctor.
No.
But what if he was?
If he was, he made some poor decisions in his life.
Or simple man with simple needs.
That's true. You know? That's true. Actually, right down the road, a couple exits over, there is a giant Confederate flag off the highway.
Of course.
So
I mean, it is Florida, so
it is Florida, and he could be a simple kind of man.
Skinner, baby. By the way,
yeah,
for the next 3 days, it's going to be at least 97 degrees.
Fuck, man.
Yep.
But in a good way.
But in a good way.
I don't. it doesn't bother me. Like, I hear that and I'm like, man, that's gonna be hot. But like, I'm just gonna be out there looking at my plants.
See, that's
I'm a patio, feet up.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is, like now is the kickoff for like all the events and stuff going on around Texas. Like we just went to Crawfest last week, had some crawfish.
Oh yeah,
which holy fuck, dude! They gave you 3 pounds of crawfish. Like you can feed a family of 4 with that. Like that's a lot of food. But yeah, and it was one of those things where, like, yeah, it's it's a very nice morning. You get out, you hit the road, you get to where you're going, you sit around, you wait a little bit to get in, and then you get in, you get your food, you sit down, and you go, yeah, it's like 12, 1 o'clock. It's getting a little warm, ain't it? Yeah, you can go sit in the shade, get another drink, get some funnel cake,
sure,
sit down, and then suddenly you're just I'm just sweating in this funnel cake right now. It is just, but you know what?
Well, like grease doesn't help, but.
Well, yeah, and then you got a combination of like just the atmosphere around you, all of the spices from the food, and then just powdered sugar pellets like floating into your face, and it just causes all this confusion for your sinuses, and you just start having like a conniption fit in the middle of this crowd. Everybody's like, "What's his problem?" And I'm like, "I haven't been out in a while. Leave me alone."
I work from home.
Which I feel like is that an excuse now? I mean, it could be.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
But yeah, like that's the thing, man, is like we have to plan our day around the heat down here. Like 100%. I mean, like we can manage, but it's like, hey, if it's getting like 1, 2 o'clock and we're still outside, like we might want to come up with a plan of action because like
I might want to take an AC break.
Maybe an AC break. And like the thing is like you can't really even bring like a cooler of water with you because the water just gets hot inside the cooler.
Right.
Like even if you got an ice pack, like that shit melts. And then it just creates, steam and bubbles everything up inside. So yeah. Plan accordingly, folks. Stay hydrated. Drink lots of water.
There you go. Lots of water. Lots of water.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the next step for us too is probably like to figure out some stuff for the backyard because we haven't really used it too much yet. Like I look at it every day and I mow it sometimes.
Right.
I'm like, there's some opportunities back there. Get a little kiddie pool.
Are you a type of person that has like, can you see the potential in like something? Do you have like the visionary? Type of.
Believe me, I always see the potential in things. Acting upon it is something else.
Fair.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I think like we've got some potential. I mean, shit, like there's a neighbors a couple houses down. They got a goddamn volleyball court in their backyard.
Oh goddamn.
And then like there's neighbors like behind us and one over that have some stuff set up in there. Like people are using their backyards.
And you are not.
Not to the best that we could. I mean, like we've got some stuff set up on the patio. Like Christy's got all of her plants out there. We've got a bench. We've got a table with some chairs. But I think too is it's one of those things that like once we hit that point of realization, like we'll use it all the time because like last week, we had a plan in the beginning of the week canceled. So we're like, what do we do? I don't know. Let's just like, go grab dinner and we'll go see where we can go from there. Like we went out on a Monday evening, did a bunch of shit. And we're like, oh yeah, you can do this in the middle of the week. Like you don't have to just like wake up, go to your desk, work for 8 hours, clock out, make dinner, sit on the couch and go to bed. Like there's a whole world out there. I mean, granted, sometimes it's nice just to sit on the couch and play video games on a, random night, but there's some other things you can do too. You can play video games out back.
You could.
Yeah, but we got some bugs. That's the other problem right now.
The screened in porch is where it's at, and that's on the bucket list for me.
That kind of like building off of your back Florida room there.
That's right. Yeah.
Ooh, like opens up, like that door opens up to it, or like knock that wall down.
No, the door opens up. So like you open when we want to do like a nice glass door there. So like the door opens up and then you're on like a concrete patio that's screened in is the idea. And then when you go out of that, we want a separate patio like more towards the back corner that has got the fire pit that we're going to eventually have too. So you got like kind of the two separate areas.
How are you with your neighbors?
Oh, I don't know who they are. I never.
Oh, okay. Because you guys got a pretty big backyard too.
Yeah.
So like you've got space. Like our backyards, like they're not small, but like they're not necessarily big by comparison, I guess.
You guys live in one of those like neighborhoods where all the houses are the same.
All the houses are the same, and they're all relatively close to one another. Like I can see inside most of my neighbors' homes, which is why we always close the curtains.
That's right.
Yep.
You got to do some privacy plants. That's where it's
Privacy plants.
Privacy plants.
Ooh, Christy, we might need some plants. We might need to go find a guy.
Do some nice bamboo along the back fence.
Does bamboo work in Texas?
I don't fucking know. It's hot. It works here.
Hot. Okay, if it works there, we'll do some cacti.
I mean, I would suggest something that like bunches together, so like it basically like builds a wall, so you can't like nobody can see in your shit.
Well, I mean, I've already got a fence.
Yeah, but it's not tall enough.
Ooh, that might
if
be.
People can still see in, it ain't tall enough.
Well, I think. Well, part of the problem too. Is there a cat? There's a cat underneath me that I just stepped on. Sorry, buddy.
Oh yeah, we want a slider from our bedroom, like a sliding glass door right out to the patio too.
Shit,
so you wake up.
You got some visions.
Fuck yeah, we do. We bought the cursed house on the cheap so we can make it nice.
But so the problem with the wall, I think, is because we live on a hill.
Okay.
We live on a hill, and so like some of the houses are like a little bit higher up.
Christy, that's the idea. Is that it is invasive and it'll just spread along the fence. You got to maintain the fuck out of it. Don't get me wrong. It's a little bit of work, but like it'll grow big and tall, then it fucking ain't nobody seeing it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. But I do feel like if we're in our backyard doing stuff, like all of our neighbors are going to know it. Like that's the thing. You know what I mean?
And it's a sound barrier too.
We should just make a dome. What would you rather have in your backyard? A dome or an underground bunker?
Oh, well, for me it would have to be a dome because I can't go underground here. There's water. But like in like a perfect world, I prefer the bunker.
Yeah.
In the perfect world, I prefer the bunker, but like it ain't happening in Florida.
Why bunker over a dome?
Because like when the nukes come.
Okay. I suppose. I would probably go with bunker as well, though.
And give me shit, and you gotta do your explanation.
Well, I just think a bunker because, like a bunker, you get to make like a tunnel,
right?
Because like the way I would do it is There's a guy on YouTube who did this. I think he's in like the UK, but They've got a lot of time on their hands. I don't know.
They sure do.
He created a tunnel to go from his like kitchen to his work shed, which is like 4 feet from his kitchen door. Okay. And then he created an underground bunker, essentially his man cave, and then he created like a tunnel from like the house to the work shed to the bunker. And I'm like, that's cool, because what I would want to do is like create like an escape hatch in either like my garage or like my laundry room, and then it goes like under the house and then into the bunker in the backyard. And it's just like a fun little adventure. Whereas like if you have a dome, like you just like walk out there and then you open up a door and you're like,
yeah, you feel like Pauly Shore.
It's a dome.
It's not fun.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was a fun movie. Christy says that's some serial killer shit.
Yeah, kind of is. That's how you find the driver's license in the wine cellar.
No. It's fun. It's like guys. It's like a little adventure. You just like in the laundry room doing some laundry. Then you're like, oh, let's pop on down to the cellar, and then you go down there and you go on like this little take a little jog under the house, and it's like you can you can add some stuff for like ambiance and environmental effects and make it a fun time. It doesn't need to be weird and creepy, guys, okay?
I mean, to be fair, like I did walk through a fridge in somebody's house into a hidden room, and it was dope as fuck.
I want oh my god. Okay. Now I'm inspired because we have
beer fridge.
Blakely, Biodome was fantastic, correct? I mean, we do have a beer fridge. But
so we just stocked it.
We've got a room. Christy, how would you feel if we let's move the washer and dryer? And we can leave it all in. Oh wait, what do I want? A hidden entertainment room or like a secret little laundry room?
You doing bookshelf? Doing bookshelf door?
We've got like this, like the front hallway. There's the door to the laundry room. You could put something there. Like a door, or like cover up the door rather, and put like a secret door. Ooh, and then you open it up and you got the laundry room. But the laundry room, like, you don't want to go into a secret room and then just do laundry. No, you That's
can't.
Boring.
Not for the laundry, because like you're carrying a basket. Like you got to remember that. Like your hands are full. Yeah, you can't pull a book to unlatch it while your hands are full.
Yeah. Ooh, you could have like a little kick button. But no, we're not creating a secret room for the laundry room. That's dumb.
No,
we'll pull that out. We'll put that somewhere else. And then we'll make that like a little hidden, like, we could do like a little hidden guest room, or like a little hidden like office, or like a little like kind of getaway. Chrissy says she saw a sweet speakeasy hidden in someone's house behind a bookshelf that used biometrics to open. Oh my God, Christy, we should open a bar in the hidden room.
Yes.
Likely just a dungeon. Okay.
A dungeon. Yep.
This could be a fun summer project, though.
Yes.
Oh my God. Christy.
You could learn some things?
Got it. We'll convert our house into a bar, but it'll be like a speakeasy. I have so many ideas. And we could even do it in the backyard. We could create an underground bunker. Don't you
already have enough like unwanted people knocking on your door?
This is going to be different though, because this is going to be cool. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to create an underground bunker in the backyard. That's going to be a bar. The way to get there is to enter in. Do we do it through the garage? Or probably through the garage, because you don't want people coming into your house.
You don't want actual people in your house.
Yeah,
no.
So like you have people stop by, they come in the garage. Like you could have like a doorman in there who's just like constantly sweeping, and like that's his thing. You got to give him a code. And then you can go in, then you go into this little tunnel, go under the house.
It's an investment, Fenton. Like with anything
else.
It's
a business. Like it's a business. Listen,
you spend money you got to take money out of one pocket, turn it right around, put it right back in the other,
And then you go under the house, and then boom, underneath the backyard, there's just an underground bunker bar.
I mean, that sounds very on par with everything else, like the backyard carnivals and the backyard drive-in movies.
Yeah.
And the backyard pro wrestling shows.
Yeah.
And all the shit that happens in your area. So why not?
I think
make some money.
We don't have any bars around here.
Is it like New York where you need like a liquor license and stuff?
We just don't have the real estate over where we are to have a bar or anything. There's no bars. So there is a bar, but I think it actually is in somebody's house.
So the answer is no. The answer is
no. We don't have a bar, but you got that fucking Tesla plant opening up here in a couple of months or whenever.
That's true. You can get Elon in on it.
Where are they going to drink? I mean, they probably have a bar in their fucking factory, but like nobody wants to drink at work,
right?
But they do, but they don't want to. Got to have a good working man's establishment. And when you're getting off the line, you go and you have a nice beer. some peanuts.
Okay, you gendered it, which was weird, but okay.
Okay, working person.
There you go. That's better.
Look at you being inclusive again. Fenton says you can have a robot can you have a robot for the doorman? I mean, could we trust a robot doorman?
Okay, theming. Are you going full Fallout theming in the bunker?
Mm-hmm. You'd have to.
Okay.
Plus, I've already got a bunch of props.
I know. Like,
so
it's already paid for itself.
You're already saving on overhead with that.
Right.
Yeah.
You just got to run a backhoe.
I mean, I don't know if that's legal here.
Backhoes?
Oh, backhoes. Okay. Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
You got to tear up your yard for that bunker.
Sure. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, we'll get like one of those like excavators or whatever.
Yeah.
Get a couple people to come in and just dig.
Should be fine as long as you put down some sod. After you're done.
Yeah. I mean, that's already what the ground was put together with. Right. Yes, robots can't be bribed. Well, that's kind of what I'm talking about, though.
Like you want bribery in your bar?
I want to be able to reason with it.
Oh, with the robot?
Yeah, I mean, if it goes,
he's your robot.
Yeah, but what if it gets like a conscience and it's like, I'm gonna take you out? I'm like, but wait, what about if I give you money?
It doesn't care about money.
Exactly.
It's a robot.
That's why I don't think we can have them working for us.
What would a robot care about?
I don't know.
Like nothing, right?
Nothing. It's
like
self. Robots are selfish. They're all like, do I have a conscience? Am I a real boy? Blah. It's like, no, you're a fucking robot. Shut up.
Right.
Oh, I'm here to take over the world and slaughter all of mankind. It's like, go home. Stupid robot.
Have an oil bath.
Have a sit down,
Have a sit down.
Yeah.
But that we're far away from that being a possibility. But something that was in the future is now in the present.
Now. The present is now, old man. Get with it.
And your boy did something.
Yeah?
He did something. He put an old check mark next to a bucket list deal by getting to go to the annual pass holder preview of the Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster that's going to open at Epcot next month.
Oh, man. Wait, have you not done like a preview event yet?
No, this is the first one.
Oh, this is the first one they've done. Do they do preview events like just like in general? Or is it like specifically for the ride?
Usually for a new ride they would.
Okay.
Like we when we moved down here, we didn't have our annual passes yet for the Ratatouille ride.
Okay.
When that opened, so we didn't get to do that, but this is the first one where a new ride was opening. They were doing previews. You have to sign up for them and like they go instantly.
Sure.
For signing up. So we were able to go. We got our date and we got to ride the fucking ride.
Dude, how was it?
And it was super dope.
Really?
So I like Guardians. I'm not a Marvel guy. I'm not a...
Guardians of the Galaxy is the one movie that even if you're not a Marvel guy, most people like.
Oh, yeah. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And you go through... So the concept of the ride is that... Well, you've been to Epcot.
Oh, yeah.
You know how there's different pavilions for the countries. Well, the concept is that Xandar has their own pavilion.
Oh, dope.
At Epcot.
Okay.
So you're going through the queue of the ride, and it's basically like going through like the culture of Xandar and like all this kind of stuff that you would see within Epcot with another country kind of thing. And everything's futuristic and holograms and all sorts of shit. So it's pretty fucking cool. And it was some of the process going to the ride was a lot like Rise of the Resistance.
Okay.
Where there was like a show element in the queue type of thing. So I think that's really like the future of these fucking new rides is like people are like, We're tired of a boring queue. Like, if you're gonna make us wait, at least fucking entertain us while we're doing it.
Give us a show or something.
Yeah,
you know? Yeah,
exactly. So there was a whole like pre-show element to it. This is gonna be spoiler free, folks. I'm not one of them motherfuckers who's gonna like tell you everything, so you don't gotta worry.
Appreciate that.
But man, like the ride system. I want to talk about that for a second. So this is a roller coaster ride. Just like any other roller coaster you might have been on, except there's three major elements that make this completely different than anything else you've ever experienced. Number one, the roller coaster is the first coaster ever to do a backwards launch to start.
Oh, okay.
And that's in the advertisements. That's not spoilers.
Right.
They're putting that out on Front Street. And the other part of this too is you get in your roller coaster car, and like usually, you get your harness or your lap bar. This is just a lap bar.
Mm-hmm.
So you get your lap bar, and normally you're like, okay, here's the track, and we're doing the roller coaster, and we're just going to follow the track. Except in this ride, you're following the track, but your car spins and turns while you're going on the track. So you end up like going down like major hills sideways.
Oh, shit.
Yes, because the car's turned.
Okay.
And you're still going down like the track, and it's turning all the time.
Okay.
While you're doing this. Completely unique experience. On top of the fact that you're basically in a giant IMAX theater with a movie that's being projected on the walls while you're going through, and the car is turning you to see scenes within the movie to get the plot and story of the ride. On top of that, they have a dope soundtrack blasting in your ear because it's fucking Guardians of the Galaxy.
Sure.
Right. So, like, you're rocking music, this completely unique experience in the middle of this obviously everything's like high def. So, you're in the fucking movie, basically. I will say the only critique I have of the ride is that the story, like, it's really hard to follow.
Oh, really?
Because, yes.
Well, because that's so surprising to hear, considering it's like, what, a 2-minute ride? 5-minute ride?
Right. But that's the thing, is like, they set up the plot of the ride.
Right.
Then you go, and you're basically playing out the rest of the story, but you're so enthralled in, like, the ride itself.
Sure.
The mechanics of the ride, and kind of looking around and seeing what's coming up next versus the movie you're supposed to be watching.
Right.
That, like, if you asked me, like, what happened in the story of the ride, I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Like, at all.
Yeah, because, like, in Rise of the Resistance, the entire queue is the story.
Right.
And then, like, once you get on the ride, like, it's just the ride. Mm-hmm. So, okay.
It's like Gringotts. It's similar. It's more thrilling than Gringotts, I'll say that.
Okay.
But very similar in some elements. I was very happy that you didn't have to wear the fucking 3D glasses, though. I hate those goddamn things.
Dude, can we get rid of 3D as a concept?
Please.
Like, just...
It doesn't work.
I don't need digital projections thrown in my face. It's fine. Mm-mm. It's not more immersive. I gotta, like, fuck with the whole thing and, like, duh. And the quality of the picture is not that great. Let's just drop it. The only one that's
great is Muppets 3D. Muppets 3D is fantastic. Keep that because it's a spoof on 3D. So
okay.
Yeah. So keep that, but all other 3D things can go away. We're done.
Okay. Yeah, like 100%. Like they're still showing movies in 3D.
Are they really?
They are. Like,
why?
I don't know. Nobody is making movies in 3D anymore.
No.
Like even Marvel did like 2 movies for 3D, and they were like, yeah, fuck that.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah, we don't need
it's a pain in the ass.
God, that was a time. Man. We literally...
You could not see a movie in 3D for a while. Like, you could only see 3D movies.
Well, like 3D... Okay, so 3D was what? Big in the 80s? Mm-hmm. And it was terrible.
Oh, even before that.
Well, okay, so before that...
Yeah, the first, like, real 3D movie was Birds, Alfred Hitchcock. He did that in 3D.
Why?
It was new. It was like new technology back then.
All right.
And of course, it was, like comic book 3D where you had like the blue and the red kind of thing going on.
But like, okay, so that, but like, it really I feel like it really hit like that sort of nostalgia peak in like the 80s with like all the slasher and horror films, fucking Jaws 3D. But the technology still wasn't there yet.
Right.
You had a little bit of it in like the 90s, like early 2000s, like people were trying to do it as a gimmick. And then that mid to late 2000s push of like, yeah, 3D's coming back. We're doing all these movies in 3D. Like Avatar's going to be in 3D. All the Marvel movies are going to be and like they were doing elements of the movie specifically for 3D. They don't hold up. The technology still sucked. I never enjoyed a 3D movie.
Did you remember the Phantom Menace in 3D?
Never saw it in 3D.
So we were so pumped because they were, again, fucking George Lucas knows how to make a fucking buck.
Sure he does.
He re-released, during the 3D fad, he was going to re-release all the movies again in 3D. And the only thing the motherfucker put in 3D were like Watto's subtitles when he was speaking in an alien language.
That's hilarious.
That's fucking it. And everyone in theaters like, that's it. Like everyone was like the commercials had like a fucking lightsaber coming in your fucking face.
Sure.
And all we got was some fucking subtitles.
Yeah. Get rid of that shit. You don't need it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, okay. So the ride was good.
The ride was incredible. It is by far the best roller coaster at Disney. Without question.
Roller coaster. What about ride overall?
Ride overall, like, okay. So Rise of the Resistance hard to beat.
Hard to beat.
Especially for someone who's a diehard Star Wars fan.
Sure. Yeah. I would even say, as somebody who's, middle ground Star Wars fan, one of the best rides I've ever been on, period.
Right. So I don't think it's as good as that.
Sure. Okay.
But it's in the conversation.
Oh.
It's in the conversation.
Okay.
It is definitely the second best ride at Disney.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You got my attention. More than enough reason to go to Epcot for the day?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. And you'll probably be waiting all day to ride it.
I was going to say, this is going to like boost some traffic through Epcot, ain't it?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Not only that, but they just released the Ratatouille ride in the France Pavilion too. So they got 2 new rides in the park. So it's going to become a destination.
I was going to say, Epcot really wasn't a big... I mean, like, is Epcot really like a big destination for families or like, not like thrill seekers?
No, not thrill seekers. But the thing they do really well is like there's always a festival going on there. So there's always like the food and wine festival. There's always like the art festival or the garden festival. Or they're always doing some sort of gimmick to get people there. And it's usually food. It's usually food's the gimmick.
See, that like I feel like what is the way to explain what I'm thinking in my head? Your typical person that is going to Magic Kingdom or Hollywood Studios may not be the target audience for Epcot.
It's possible.
Kind of it's like something in there is kind of like what I'm trying to say. But I think they're seeing Epcot as an opportunity to get to that point.
I think so. I think it's also more of a drive to get more like IP into the parks.
Sure.
Than what's there. So, and the way that you do that is you do a ride or you do a retheming or you do something like that to get, they want a Guardians of the Galaxy, which that's also the other criticism that I have is that, like, as cool as like the Xandar Pavilion idea is, it still really doesn't fit the park. So it's one of those things of like, this really would have been cool in like Tomorrowland at the Magic Kingdom.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So there's like a little bit of that. Yeah, Epcot is fun for adults.
Epcot.
Mostly.
I mean, we had a lot of fun at Epcot.
Right. Epcot's fun.
Epcot's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like it doesn't necessarily fit, but like also, I guess it could eventually fit if they keep going with different IPs in the park. Like, it could eventually get to that point where like, oh yeah, that fits. And kind of another weird choice that they made with the ride was like, because of fucking Chris Pratt in the goddamn movie who was an Earthling at one point. They made a bunch of like 80s references to 80s Epcot, to like stuff that's not there anymore.
Ooh, okay.
Which like as a diehard fan is really cool, but like as like yourself who's been once, like you're not gonna know what the fuck he's talking about at all. Because he made like reference to like 3 rides that aren't there anymore.
Okay.
So
but
so
like it's I feel like that I would still pop for something like that.
Right.
You know.
Like once somebody told you that, like, oh yeah, by the way, they're not here anymore. Like, because you wouldn't know them by name,
right?
Like,
but I feel like the joke would still land with me.
I would hope so. I would hope so. But it's super dope. It's a great fucking ride. Guardians of the Galaxy is a hell of a property. Like it's a hell of a good time.
We were just talking about that the other day about Marvel overall, because like we had just went and seen Doctor Strange and the multiverse fucking madness and chaos and all that shit. We just rewatched back to back Infinity War and Endgame the other night.
Okay.
Which hell of a ride. But one of the things that we were talking about recently was like, when they announced Guardians of the Galaxy as a movie that they were slated to come out with, people were like, are they that desperate already that they're scraping the bottom of the barrel? And they literally took what was an unknown property to most people and made it one of the best movies in the entire run of movies that they've released.
Yep.
So
it's impressive.
They know how to market, and they know how to bring them in
Gunn.
at the end of the day. So,
yeah, and it's one of those things too where like this ride's really cool and it's really dope. I hope they keep making Guardians movies, otherwise it's gonna get dated really fast.
Well, this next movie, so they've got the Christmas special that they're doing.
I didn't know about that.
They're apparently not apparently. They have filmed, is completed filming with a holiday special. I believe the idea is, and this is my understanding and what I believe so far, that it's supposed to be kind of a wink and a nod to the Star Wars holiday special.
Okay.
Kind of in a similar vein, but a little more tongue in cheek.
For the love of God, if they do fucking 15 minutes of Wookiee talk with no subtitles, I will fucking murder somebody.
No, it's going to be Groot talk.
I am
Groot back and forth for 10 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
But they've got Volume 3 coming out in like a year or two. And it has been stated that will be the conclusion of this team. I don't think James Gunn, unless they dump a literal dump truck of money on James Gunn's lawn, I can't say that he's going to be coming back for another one. Blakely, Wookiee porn, Jesus, Blakely.
I mean, it was in the holiday special. So
what the fuck?
Yeah, you didn't see that part?
No, I didn't. I've never seen the holiday special.
Brother, it is a tough sit. You can find it on YouTube.
Okay.
But
yeah, but James Gunn is done after Volume 3. Dave Bautista is done after Volume 3. Chris Pratt is probably done. Because like Homie can't even get a casting anymore without people shitting on him.
Right.
Not that would necessarily stop him from being in another movie. But I'm sure he's looking to move on and, be in the Mario franchise.
That's right.
He's going to be Mario. He's also going to be Garfield.
He was also something else too.
He's just getting cast in like a bunch of animated stuff, which
good for him.
You know what? Hey, whatever. I don't know him personally. And then I don't know where else I mean, they could do a different team. There's like plenty of Guardians like team ups and stuff like that, but I don't know. I think
do
this might be it.
A Rocket and Groot spin-off series. Because you could just fucking CG all that shit.
Well, there is going to be a Groot show.
Oh, there's going to be a Groot show?
Yeah, but I think it's meant to be more... I think it's an animated show. And like kind of targeted more for kids, perhaps?
No.
What is this? Let's see. Groot show. I Am Groot. Disney Plus original. With Vin Diesel.
Well, thank Lord he has a job.
I mean... Good for him. But yeah, I don't know exactly the premise of that movie yet, or that show yet, but that's going to be coming out. So they might not even do another Guardians movie. They might just go, let's see what we can do with TV, because, you know, Disney Plus, they got all sorts of stuff coming on there, like She-Hulk.
Which, by the way, if you are not fucking excited for Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers the movie coming to Disney Plus, I don't know what the fuck to do for you or your life.
Okay.
Have you seen the previews?
I have.
It is a modern day Roger Rabbit.
This is true.
I am so fucking excited. I can't even tell you.
Hey man, I'm happy for you.
I liked the Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers as a kid.
I did. Yeah,
Roger Rabbit's a top.
Roger Rabbit's good.
Roger is a top 5 movie
for you.
Could be top 5.
Really? What is your top 5?
That's hard. I don't know. Like top 5. Okay, let's do this.
Okay.
No particular order. No particular order. I can't do it.
That's fair. Because I'm the same way.
Yep. The Star Wars. The original.
A New Hope. Okay.
New Hope. Back to the Future.
Okay.
The Big Lebowski.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Roger Rabbit's in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's got to be Robin Hood. It's got to be Disney's Robin Hood.
Okay. Roger Rabbit was surprising. I don't know.
But when was last time? When was last time?
Maybe like a year or two ago. I think we watched.
Okay, so recently, right?
Yeah. That's one that usually gets watched like every couple of years.
Yeah.
You
get yourself a nice cocktail. You sit down. You watch Roger. You can. Eddie Valiant is a very sympathetic character.
Sure.
I mean, Toon killed his brother.
I know.
Like the fuck.
Also
trying to solve a mystery.
Shout out to Christopher Lloyd popping up in.
Oh, for fuck's sake,
Christopher Lloyd. Yeah. Wait. What? What?
Batman, not in the top 5. I will say.
I will. Yeah.
Not in the top 5.
I feel like that's very reasonable for like diehard Batman fans to not even have the movies in their top 5.
Yes, I would say it's top 10. Like
which one? Michael Keaton, 89.
Michael Keaton, original Batman.
Okay,
89 does make the top 10. I don't know if any other Batman ones do though.
Yeah,
like Dark Knight's good, but like
that's not there's top 10 for me.
There's something about like a movie that is so dark, it takes so much out. Like there's not a lot of joy.
It's exhausting
in it. It's exhausting. So and for me that kind of negates it from the top 10.
The entire Nolan, and listen, I know I shit on the Nolan trilogy a lot for saying it's overrated, but like that is a trilogy of movies that if I were to go back and watch them, I can do that once every couple of years. It's not something that I necessarily want to sit down and there's not a lot of rewatchability with those movies for me. Batman 89, I could watch that a couple times a year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Batman Forever, I could watch that a few times a year. You know,
that's true.
Like this most recent one, even though I really enjoyed it, that might be a once a year watch potentially.
I don't know. It was long.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I would do it in chunks. I would do like 3 nights back to back. But then I also feel like by the third hour, I would be like, okay, I know what happens. We can go watch something else.
Come on, Fenton. Everybody's got a top five.
Okay, top 5.
Everybody's got that.
No particular order. Big Trouble in Little China. That's actually number 1. Big Trouble in Little China.
Okay.
Evil Dead 2.
Okay.
Big Lebowski.
Oh, look at that.
Big Lebowski. Clerks.
Top 5 for Clerks. Wow.
Clerks did something for me for a very long time. You know, it made me feel something. And then see, this is where, because like this is where I also think about my top 10, and I'm like, what gets that 5 spot?
Right.
Okay.
Turtles in Time?
No, not even a Turtles movie.
Wow.
Turtles are not in my top 10.
Not even top 10. Wow.
Not even top 10.
Me. You were all about that new one. For God's sakes.
I just wanted to piss off Keith. I think for 5. God, there's so many. I would say going for rewatchability. Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Horrible choice. All right. Well, that's
horrible choice. What? No.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was an okay movie. That movie is extremely underrated. It had.
I'll have to watch it.
It had a stellar cast. It had a phenomenal soundtrack.
I mean, I'll give you that.
It had, at the time, probably, in my opinion, set a precedent for what not only a comic book movie could be, but what a video game movie. That is a video game / comic book movie.
Yes. Without a doubt.
Also, when you watch it, knowing that the main character is a piece of shit, it helps with the story a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I haven't seen either of Kevin's top 2, Big Trouble in Little China or Evil Dead 2.
I have also not seen them. So
okay, you know what? I'm not surprised if people don't see the movies that I watch. I think Fear and Loathing. There you go. That's a solid choice. Fear and Loathing would have been in my top 10 at one point or another. Fenton with Scott Pilgrim. Yes. Thank you very much, Fenton. I think back end, I would say though, like Die Hard would be in there. That's great. It's a great movie.
It was fine. It was fine.
Probably like a Mad Max would be in there. Probably still the Road Warrior. You know, probably be in there. Fear and Loathing. Fear and Loathing was a top choice for me for a while too.
We have such different lists. Like
we do. We should come back to this. I need to like actually sit down and write out
let's do this.
Yeah. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna write out. We're gonna come back, and next week maybe we'll do a cinephile episode.
We should do a top 5 or 10 list every month.
Let's start tomorrow. We'll do it next week. Next week, top 10. We're fucking high fidelitying this shit. Top 5, top 10, fucking choices for movies.
Which does make my list, by the way.
High Fidelity's in your top 10?
I fucking love that movie.
We're gonna. Okay, next week we're having a conversation because if you're gonna like, I'm gonna. A Clockwork Orange? Okay, you're just hitting solid choices here, lady.
I know. She's wild. I married her.
Good for you. Congratulations. So wait, what the fuck is happening on my screen right now? Anyways, folks, hey, listen. Subscribe to this channel if you're not already. Be sure to hit that like button. Also, ring a notification bell when you see it so you know each and every time that we go live. Listen, we do this show each and every Wednesday night right here on YouTube, live at 9 Central. We also do the internet's favorite game show. That's Don't Be an Asshole. That comes to you live each and every Thursday night, 9 Central, right here on this channel.
Oh, another solid one, Fenton. Major League. That's may or may not be in mine. I fucking love that movie too.
Yeah, okay. Everybody, come prepared next week. That's what's going to happen. Hey,
come prepared. Everyone, do your lists in the chat. Do your list.
I was just about to say that.
We're doing
do your list. Put your lists in the chat. Come prepared for next week. We're going to have so much to talk about and more. Subscribe. Like I said, we do a whole bunch of other content, video games, travel vlogs, board games, date nights, all sorts of things. You'll find it right here on Brain Wreck TV. Lime and a coconut.
Drink it all up.
Taking over, folks. All right, that's all I got. We're done.
All right. So for this week, I'm Jason X.
I'm Kevin Graham.
It has been your show.
Peace.